Wait,
And
were you writing down a timestamp so you could remove this?
it depends on where this rant goes.
Okay, so you're just saying question mark this
Yeah,
minute.
just to note it, in case depending on where I go with this.
You've been found out.
In case this
Yeah.
ends with you in tears.
Hey, I understand.
And now it's time for us to digest the lowest rung of pop culture so you don't have to. You're tuned in to the all-new Culture Cast. And welcome back, everyone, to the all-new Culture Cast. I am Nick, and with us today we have...
The Gorehound reporting in live from the graveyard.
Nice to have you back, Gorehound. It's been a long time, it feels like.
Yeah, it's good to be
You're
back.
too good for us now, huh?
Yeah, if only.
And we also have tonight with us...
I'm Mike.
I'm Corinne.
Back again. Thanks for joining us, guys. I'm glad you're here. Tonight we're just doing we don't have a topic per se in mind. There was some talk about doing Wonder Woman, but not everyone was going to be able to see it, and the people who did see it wouldn't be able to show up for it. So we might table that for another time. But we're going to do a random catch-up episode where we just kind of talk about some of the things we've been looking at, watching, talking, reading, general stuff. We have
These are legit my favorite because I get to ramble.
These are the best.
And ramble we do often. So now
and
we have
Nick, I feel like it's just your hated ones because they're so distracting.
You know, I actually do like doing the catch-up ones. Like when we do a regular topic, like when we go on like random tangents, it's kind of like, like last week we talked about a recipe for seduction, and we had so many tangents on that one. It wasn't even funny. There was like
Because
a 20-minute.
You can only talk so much about a 15-minute movie.
Like I think we had like a 20-minute discussion on like Nick Cage and John Travolta or something
Yes.
like that. And Corinne explained how much she loved Face Off.
Yeah, her favorite movie.
Yeah. And how I feel like John Travolta is totally just underappreciated and actually an incredibly talented actor.
Yep.
Just kidding. That's
We
his
remember
shit.
that.
He's
I need to revisit that one.
I don't get it. And I was a little bummed that the John Travolta discussion didn't make it onto the podcast. I was listening and waiting.
Did Nick cut it out?
I did cut much of it out, although I did
You
keep the
would.
Face Off element in the tag. I don't know if you noticed, if you listen all the way through the end credits, I usually have a little tag from something that was cut from the episode that's a non sequitur, and I put the Face Off comment on there. So
There you go.
I don't know. Yeah, I might have missed that.
Should have listened all the way through.
Did we discuss the face waterfall? If not, we can discuss that
Face
today.
waterfall.
Face waterfall.
I don't know if we talked about Face Waterfall. I don't know what Face Waterfall is, but we can discuss that there definitely. So I think before this is our post Christmas, Hanukkah. Did Kwanzaa happen? I don't know. Most post-holidays.
Post-holiday, yeah.
Post-holiday episode, not counting New Year's, because New Year's is kind of like a different holiday out there. But and it did Santa Claus or bring you anyone anything good this past year?
We got a bidet.
Was not expecting that, but okay.
I won't lie, it's amazing.
It is.
I've actually had a lot of friends getting on the bidet train. The bidet train is incredibly clean and pleasant. I'm not lying.
Apparently, it's the hip thing to do.
It is. We're all a slave to whether or not everyone's buying up the toilet paper or not, and we were just like, I'm over it.
True.
Take it, you monsters. I don't
A
eat
friend
it.
of ours,
Checkmate.
a friend of ours, Jen, who appears on the show semi-regularly.
Does she actually appear?
Well, I mean, like not a physical manifestation, but she's a guest on the show.
But she still does participate.
Yeah, she hasn't the past couple of months because a lot of things have been going on. And when I last talked to her, she said, "I'll be back soon." I don't know what that means. Soon can be a variety of things, but I know
I'll get the last laugh. We're still waiting.
I'll get her on.
That would definitely be a Jen thing to do. But I know she's been busy with like grad school and work, and so I'm not surprised she can't dedicate the time at the moment. So no worries on that one there. But I thought she was talking about bidets or getting one. I could be mistaken that. So it seems to be definitely the hip thing, as you mentioned, Gorehound.
Oh. I don't think we'll ever be using it, but yeah.
That's the sign of an adult, I guess. That's what you're happy to get for Christmas. It's like, yes, I'm excited. When I was a kid, it was video games. Now it's like, a bidet, awesome. Yes,
So,
best
in all
Christmas
fairness,
ever.
I feel like a bidet is kind of like a dispensary. It's like, before you assume you're not going to enjoy it, try it once.
Yeah, I
Then
don't
we'll
like
talk.
new things.
Who needs a bidet?
It's a bidet, okay? Bidet.
When you got like a hose, just go.
They sell those too.
The neighbors don't like it when I do that, so I'm not allowed to do it anymore. But so very cool. Well, enjoy your bidet. Is it something you have to like install like with plumbing, or how does it exactly work?
It's actually pretty simple. So, I mean, you can get just a totally separate unit. I don't know who has the room in their house for just a totally separate bidet. But most people do is it's basically a different like toilet lid. Like you unscrew your toilet lid, remove it, and then you put this new lid on that has to be plugged into it has a power cord because usually there's like the heated seats. It has to heat the water and everything. And also the water has to be, you have to turn off the water and then kind of use like a split sort of thing so that it can also, while it goes into the toilet, the water is also now going to go into this machine that's going to heat your water and clean you off and all that. So it's not hard at all. It's actually relatively easy. I installed ours, and I installed one for my mother years ago. It's how I knew how to do it. It's pretty easy and so worth it. You don't need to hire anyone or anything. It's pretty simple.
Okay. Well, interesting. I'll if I ever find myself over at your place, I'll have to use it.
You have to use that bathroom. I'll insist on it. And you'll be forever changed, and you'll be like, I was a fool to ever act as if this was a weird thing, and that only French people did this, because it's a thing and it's amazing. It is a movement, and I suggest you get on the bidet train, as I'm now calling it.
The bidet train.
Please call this episode the bidet train. How many more times can I drop it? Hashtag bidet train.
I'll definitely put that in the tags, bidets. Very nice, very nice. All right, Gorehound, what about you? Did Santa Claus bring you anything fun this year?
Well, this is what was like my little ghoul is just about 18 months, and so Christmas is becoming pretty prime time for her.
Mhm.
So it was more centered around her than us, but she had a fantastic time. So
What was her favorite gift that you think she got?
honestly, she's been playing with this like this household like cleaning products, like a broom and a mop.
You
And
know,
like a
I thought you were going to
dustpan.
go like cleaning products like Clorox and
Yeah.
Windex. Like,
I gave her a bottle of bleach. She hasn't gotten to that yet.
well, she needs to hold that in reserve in case she gets the coronavirus. So
You
got him. Bingo.
No, our holidays were great. Not over yet. We're still doing the other side this weekend. So
I
how about yourself?
I got a bocce ball set, which I'm excited about. I mean, I can't really right now because it's cold outside. Although today wasn't too bad.
I've never played it, but I would look forward to playing over at your place.
Yeah, lawn bowling. It's also known as.
Yeah, grab a few brewskis, put on a Hawaiian shirt.
Well, obviously, or no shirt. I don't care.
No shirt, yeah.
That's how you're supposed to do it. Your gut, your big Italian guys with their guts hanging out. I can say it because I'm not Italian, so it's not offensive.
Get a gold chain.
But yeah, so I mentioned it during the summertime, like we got to get one of those, and I had completely forgotten I had mentioned it, but my wife
Kiwi.
and she got me one, so I'm excited about that. It's like the professional one, like these balls are heavy, so.
Cojones.
So yeah, so that was good. And my two little girls, I have one that's just about turned 3, and I think she really understands the concept of Christmas now.
Yeah.
And so she was big into the gifts, and they got some good ones there, which they were really excited about. My younger one, who is 19 months now, she's sort of getting it. She's like, oh, toys, okay. Like I'm sure by next year she's gonna be like, presents, ah! So
yeah.
But yeah, got some fun toys for her, which think mommy and daddy are gonna enjoy playing with as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was legit excited because I got her some dad-based books like about like Bigfoot and Yeti. And so I was really happy to put those into the rotation because her current books are driving me crazy right now. So
You don't read her the She-Ra book again and again and again?
she doesn't really take to it, but I do try. I do try. So I did get a She-Ra shirt from the Graveyard Queen.
Like
So
for you or for her?
yeah, for the Gorehound.
You know, you should dress if you ever go back to C2E2. Whenever they bring bring it back, you should
Yeah.
dress up as She-Ra.
Yeah, maybe. I'll think about that.
I'm gonna hold you to it. You promised to do it right here. I have witnesses.
We'll see.
So, all right. Well, let's move on to talk a little about that. Let's. What have we been watching? Gorehound, I'm going to start with you because you haven't been here in like 10,000 years. And what have you been checking out?
I've just, I mean, obviously I can't list all of them, but I could keep on going. But I think the first thing, since we are going to be doing Wonder Woman in the next week or so, I did, and frankly, I was going to get HBO just for Wonder Woman. We got that, and I was really looking forward to watching Raised by Wolves, the Ridley Scott series, and I started watching that, and I'm floored by it. I'm 2 episodes in, and I just love it so much.
What's it about? I haven't heard of it.
It's there's just like so many complex themes in it, but essentially the story is there's 2 robots that are like raising organic children on a planet, and then because the entire Earth has been destroyed, and now the only salvation of them are like this like King Arthur types who are like Christianity is like the only way to salvation, and so they're like trying to save the kids because the robots are going crazy. And that's about, and obviously one of the like King Arthur guys are like not really who they say they are. So it's just like there's so many complex things, but it's just like it's a perfect sci-fi thing that I'm just like really digging right now. I definitely recommend it because I'm enthralled in it.
Cool, and that's on HBO Max.
Yeah, and I mean I frankly would have watched that on its own because it's got Travis Fimmel in it from Vikings, and I mean he was so great. So Nick, how about yourself?
What have I been watching? Well, I finally started. Since I've been on winter break from my school, so it's nice to have a little downtime. I got a subscription to CBS All Access, so I can catch up on the latest Star Trek stuff. So I started watching first Star Trek Lower Decks, which is the animated comedy Star Trek series that premiered earlier this year. And I'm about a little past midpoint through the season so far, and I'm enjoying it. Star Trek purists probably hate it because it's not like the other Star Treks.
Do the girls like it?
You know, I haven't watched it with them. I've been watching it like at nighttime.
Sure.
I figured if I am able to watch a daddy show during the day when I'm watching my girls, an animated cartoon might be the way to go.
Honestly.
But it's, I mean, it's what you would expect from a Star Trek comedy. I mean,
it looks like Teen Titans.
Yeah, but not that it's not that kind of humor. It's more adult. Yeah, I mean, I would say the tone is very similar to Futurama.
Okay.
And I mean, it's more exaggerated, more like over the top, but it's what you would expect from an animated comedy.
Sure.
So yeah, you have to go in knowing it's not going to be like your traditional Star Trek series, but for fans of the franchise, if you could like enjoy it for what it is, I think you would really like it because I think it lampoons a lot of the different things about Star Trek, and like it takes place on
Does it exist in the same universe?
Yes.
Yeah. Got to do that.
I lost my train of thought. Of course I did. But it's I'm enjoying it. It may not be laugh out loud, but it's like it's entertaining. So I like that. I thought it was very, very good. Like again, they lampoon a lot of different things that Star Trek does. It takes place on like one of the least important ships in the fleet, so like their missions are like unimportant, so you can kind of get away with them being sort of scrappy officers.
Sure.
So I don't know. I like it. Thumbs up. I would
Sounds
recommend
fun.
it so far. And then after that, I'll start the new season of Star Trek Discovery, which has been very polarizing with fans, but I've heard this new season sort of rights the ship and is actually pretty good, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Kudos to you for sticking through with that and watching all the current ones. I mean, I would love to get into Star Trek, and it's
What's
a whole
stopping you?
universe that I have
What's stopping you? You got no reason not to get in.
the
It's on
the
Netflix, all of them.
the initial lunge is just way too much.
No, just
Like
start the first episodes, go power through.
I have tried, but it's like I'm already invested in all these other series and genres that I'm just
I'm failing to see the problem.
because
Nick's
I
not
like-
letting us go.
like I haven't tackled Twin Peaks yet, and
Well,
it's just like I can't start
I know
another
you gotta
thing.
get through Star Trek first.
Yeah.
I disagree. Watch Twin Peaks first.
Mike's a big Twin Peaks fan.
Oh yeah.
I'm
He has all the Funko Pops of them.
Yes, I do.
yeah, I mean Twin Peaks is one of those series that I could watch on repeat, and frankly I do. It's just one of those series I can just put on, and it puts me in a happier place, more
Same.
confused place, but
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it. That's what I love so much about the show is
Right.
it's not supposed to make any sense.
do you watch the David Lynch Weather Report every day?
I've seen a couple of them and they're
Yeah.
pretty funny.
I try to watch them as frequently as I can.
Yeah, I have to check out more. I know there was one where he started out where like, well, today is what fucking day is it today? And just and his perfect David Lynch delivery.
Yeah, it's a good start to the day.
So did you watch that latest season? Was it Showtime or Stars?
Yeah,
What was it?
Showtime.
Yeah. Yeah, on season 3, and it was just so confusing.
Oh yeah, which
was
is
just-
why I loved it.
It was like it was exactly what I needed, just like where I think I'm grasping it, and then they went to like that nuclear episode, and I was just like, okay.
Episode 8.
It was like, okay, that put me in my place. I got too confident.
I know. I loved it, and I said to myself, if this series doesn't end with me screaming, "What the fuck just happened?" just like it did in season 2, I was gonna be disappointed, and I was not disappointed.
Right. Right.
All right. So, Mike, Corinne, what have you guys been watching? I don't know how much you guys watch together, so if you want to take this individually, I'll leave it up to you.
Actually, for the most part, we watch things together. I'd
Oh,
say
yeah.
For the most part, and it's been a lot. Like I'm gonna forget things. Like I'm essentially laid off from my job for probably till next fall.
You
I'm a
super
musician.
spreader, you.
Yep. So I have been
Sorry to hear
watching a
that.
lot of television, and I've been catching up on a lot of things that people have always talked about and things that I've always meant to watch, and it's been really nice. And then rewatching things that we watched years ago, like we rewatched Mad Men from beginning to end, which we watched when it was on, and it is really different to watch it just completely knowing where it's going and knowing how things are going to end for everyone, just back to back. I loved it the second time around, and I liked it the first time, but
Oh, yeah.
my feelings for the characters changed, I feel like, the second time. It really is just an amazing show. I loved Mad Men. That was probably my favorite watch.
I
This
kind of
time.
went through a similar thing where with my bonus money this year, I decided that I was going to watch all of the Archers again because it's nowhere available like freely. And so I just like started buying up the seasons on eBay, and I'm like, this is so good. And I bought like seasons 1 through 5, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to buy the rest of them because I don't want to deal with where they are available. And, that's one of those series that I'm just like, I like it. I like it. It makes me happy.
Have you watched? They have like I don't know if it's a spin-off or just like a futuristic version or something. What is that other one they have?
Well, it's just like after season 5, they just like thrown out a few weird ones, and it was after the noir season that I just cut out while it was like playing live. And so I bought that one because I'm gonna push through it because I'm like, you know what? If I could get through seasons 1 through 5, I can push through with one of these because then after it looks like weird, and like there's a jungle and like a space one. I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it seemed like for a while they were having like weird themed seasons.
Right, yeah, and I'm fine with that. Well, I say that now, the discs are still in the mail, so we'll see once we get there.
We finished, let's see, Fargo was probably the thing we watched that was actually like released and new.
Yeah, the
probably
current
the last
season.
new thing we watched.
And that was really good.
Amazing. I mean, we were huge fans we like Coen Brothers in general. We're huge fans, and the movie we were a big fan of. So I really am taken by the show. I think it's fantastic.
It's a great series.
They do a really great job with casting in that show. It's people who you when you hear who's in it, you're like, I don't know about that. What are they thinking? And then they blow your mind. Like they kind of like what that one show on HBO used to do before they totally fucked up the second season.
True Detective?
True Detective.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where they hire people and you're kind of like, I don't know about them. What are you thinking? And then you're like, okay, no, you know, you know better than I do. At least that's how I feel about Fargo. I think the casting is the best part of it.
Do the Coen Brothers have anything to do with the show?
I think they were initially producers, but now they just kind of lend their names to the series. But they've let the creator kind of go wild with it. But what's cool about the series is there's a lot of connections to the other Coen Brother movies. That you'll find.
There's a lot of
Easter eggs.
Nods
Yeah.
to, Raising Arizona or A Serious Man or Big Lebowski. I mean, anything you can think of. It's really fascinating. It's so well done. I think Noah Hawley is the creator.
Yeah, he's the showrunner. He's also done Legion, which is supposed to be really good on FX.
I thought there was a crossover between True Detective. Was it that Nick guy?
That's somebody else, I think.
Is that not the same guy?
No, that's somebody
Never mind.
else.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Please cut that.
Cut.
Don't know what I'm talking about.
Snip this.
Yeah.
And I mean, we just watch a lot of comfort things. We're huge Riff Tracks fans. The guys from Mystery Science Theater 3000. So we always rewatch those. Those are always fun.
Them. Yeah,
I haven't watched Riff Tracks
last week. We're obsessed with terrible movies. We love them.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched Riff Tracks in, oh my gosh, a good 10 or so years. I used to love them a lot, but I just kind of got away from them. But I'm glad to see that they're still going and everything.
Yeah, we even think they're better in this form now. They just have a lot of freedom to do what they want.
Oh yeah.
Which is fun. I was raised with Joel. Like I had a really hard time switching to Mike. Like that took me a really, really long time
Mike Nelson?
to accept. Yeah, I was just like, no, Joel, all the way. Like I grew up with Joel. Joel's the man, but I have to say, like after, I don't know, it's been long enough, and it's really hard to shake what you're used to with something like that, especially when you grow up with it. I used to watch them on a Comedy Channel, if you recall that channel, when it was just this big yellow C. Like it wasn't even Comedy Central. That's back in the
Those were the days.
MSTK 3000 was on, but I love them now. I'm obsessed with them. And apparently Joel doesn't really want anything to necessarily do with what they do.
Well,
now.
he's got his own thing kind of going on, but I mean,
Cinematic Titanic.
I think they're still friends. I think they still get along and everything. They still do crossovers. On Christmas Eve, we watched the Riff Tracks do Star Wars Holiday Special.
I love
and even with Riff Tracks, it is still a tough sit.
I was hoping to get through that this Christmas again.
Long. Oh my God. It just goes and goes and goes.
And just random. All sorts of random.
B. Arthur randomly appears and owns a bar in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, and sings a song that goes along with the Cantina song, which was
and she's pouring water in this guy's head who finds it very sexual somehow.
Yeah, but being able to sit through it is such a point of pride. Like if I hear that somebody was able to sit through it, I'm like, damn, they're good.
That's the only way we can sit through it. I don't think we could watch it by itself. With Riff Tracks, we can do it.
I sat through it once because Nick gave it to me, and I watched it like 3 years later, but like I did it. Like I paused it during bathroom breaks and all that, and I'm like, I'm watching it.
What is it? If you actually watch it, does it have those commercial breaks from the 80s stuff in it, or is it? Because like the version they do on Riff Tracks, it's clearly somebody's recorded one from like Cincinnati or something, or Baltimore.
I don't think that there were commercial breaks.
No, so there's actually like a cleaned up version of it.
I think, yeah.
It's probably because it's never been officially released.
Yeah.
I'm sure that wherever the versions come from that you can find online, because I think they're on YouTube. You can just get it. Like people post it. I think it's just like when the commercial break happened, they just cut out the commercials. So it's like
I actually found the commercials to be the saving grace.
I love the commercials, but
so.
So many
I remember
annuals commercials.
Gorehound that your wife had texted me. Was it last year or the year before about you watching the show, and she wasn't. She's like, "Thank you for giving this to my husband, because now we have to watch it every year." I think my response was, "Merry Christmas."
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Herpes? Ba-dum-bum.
Well, that too.
Or no, the gift that keeps on giving. That's the Jelly of the Month Club.
Yep. That it is.
That it is, Edward. That it is. And then we just finished The Good Place, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
was really good.
How
Yeah.
fast did you guys go through that? Because I've
Too
been seeing
fast.
like
Too fast.
I mean, there's only 4 seasons,
Right.
but I mean, if you watch a network television show, like just binging it, I mean, it's like 20 minutes. You know?
Yeah, 22 minutes.
It goes so fast.
We just realized that the 4th season is on Netflix, and so I actually right before I came up here, we finished like the 2nd or 3rd episode. So
It's good. It's
Right.
good. I won't give anything away. It's good.
So, I mean, I don't find it as great as I previously thought. I don't know if it's because like when I was watching it, I was talking with Jen a lot, and Jen was like really giving it high praises, and watching it without Jen's input, it's just kind of it's not as great. But I'm also not a big fan of comedies, so
except Scrubs, right?
yeah, don't even.
All right, Gorehound, what about you? Anything else you've been checking out lately?
I've got a list. I'm just going down. I've legit been listening to a lot of Taylor Swift, because I remember listening to that
I
first
thought you
album.
were a Katy Perry guy.
Oh, I am. Don't
You
get
can't
me
be
wrong there.
both. They're arch enemies.
Yeah, they are. But I try to broaden my horizons. I listened to that. I've really never taken her seriously until beginning of the pandemic, where I listened to that first album, and then I listened to that second one, and it's pretty legit. And then I watched the documentary with her in Disney Plus, and I'm like, you know what? She's a pretty legit girl. Like I like her music. This is good. This is coming from a metalhead who listens to like horror punk on a daily basis. But I like Taylor Swift. She's good. I feel like she's really plateaued from a maturity stance, where I'm like, I can connect with her, because we've also seen her like, and Frank, and this is all just a novice opinion, but like mature from like teenage songs to more of like an adult, because we're both I believe we're in the same age bracket, so it's nice to see, and I like listening to her.
So now that we know that Gorehound is a Swiftie,
Yeah.
do you still
Oh.
watch Two Broke Girls too?
I wish I did more.
Why?
I think it's great. I actually, with my bonus money, I also bought a shirt of Max, from like one of her classic stills from that show, because it's
Which one's Max? Is that the
that's Kat Dennings.
Kat Dennings? There you go.
Yeah. I stand by it. I like the show. I think I watched it a lot previously because it was like on one of our default channels when we lived somewhere, and so it was like always pop up, and now it's a little bit more difficult to entertain. But also the girl hates it, so can't really put it on a whim. So I'll also throw in we watched The Mandalorian as
Oh
it
yeah.
came out. Has the all new Culture Cast covered that yet?
Not we've talked briefly, but we haven't done a whole
Yeah.
episode on it.
It's,
I've not seen The Mandalorian, but
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Have you heard about the finale?
I have, yes.
Okay. It was a bit of a letdown for me. Like everybody's talking about how great it was, but I was like, it's not really mind blowing because that's just CGI, and CGI has never really impressed me like that. So, the entire series was fun. Because it's a really good Star Wars series. So I can't really argue with that. But just in the impact that it left me with, it was just like there was nothing there. Nick, yourself.
Well, I'll go off script and say not something that I have been watching, but something I've been like slowly doing. As well,
Have you
people
been
who are listening,
meditating?
I should have time for that. As people who you guys can see it, but people listening, behind me is like a blue wall at the moment. And the last 3 months, I've been trying to build shelving for this wall, and like anytime I had a moment to spare. So I want to. It's like going to be like almost a wall-to-wall shelf, and to put like books and collectibles and things like that up there. So I'm inching closer. So I'm hoping by early January.
Are you going to use
I
brackets?
No. I have like it's all going to be wood. I mean, I'll use brackets to like make sure it stays so it
Okay,
doesn't
but you're not
topple
doing
over and
floating
kill me.
shelves?
No.
Okay. Wow, I have a few floating shelves and I hate them so much.
It took me about a good 6 months to figure out how I wanted to do it, and it's going to be all white, which I think will look good against the blue background.
Yeah.
I'm going to have it butted up completely against the wall, so there won't be a backing on the shelf. The wall will be the backing,
Yeah.
and so that blue will be able to pop through it. And so we'll see. I guarantee you, once I get it all done, I'll be like, I hate this. I've had a lot of setbacks with this thing, because I bought a jig for shelf pins, and I have not been able to successfully do it correctly. So I have a new plan now to do it. So hopefully I'll finally get that done, and then
I frankly think that whether it looks good or not, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment because I kind of finalized our bedroom 3 because once I finally accepted like this work from home situation is like it's not going anywhere. Like we finalized this room and I made it like real happy and I bought like a few things for it and I'm like so happy with it. I don't know if it looks good or not, but it's just I put a lot of work into it and it's.
I appreciate the X-Files poster.
Oh yeah. Yeah. During my Zoom calls,
believe.
I want to make sure that people like know what I'm all about. And there's also a Freddy with Malort bottles for fingers to really show them who I am.
So I have my Michael Myers mask behind me just because I randomly place it there. So anytime I have a meeting with a student, I got like, let me take that down. That's going to be maybe not the most professional thing at the moment.
No, you need to put it on, and then as soon as you start, you take it off. Be like, sorry, I was just in another call.
My wife almost forbids me to wear that thing because she's like, it's too creepy. Take it off. It's too creepy.
But it's just like Shatner.
My daughter likes putting it on. She's like, and so she puts it on, and it looks like a bobblehead with the thing on because she has a little body, and the mask is like big enough.
Yeah.
But like whatever.
So that probably just freaks out your wife even more when.
It's different because that's just funny, but it is still pretty creepy. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get the shelving thing done. As long as I'm able to get the pins level from side to side, we'll be okay. So that's the big challenge. And of course finding the time to do it. That's also the big challenge too, because watching toddlers all day and working all night makes it difficult. But hopefully, since I have some time now, I don't have to go back until the 4th of January. I can chip a little bit more away at it.
Yeah. Just to wishing that.
So what do you teach, Nick?
Nothing. I'm an academic advisor at a university. So.
Oh, nice.
I do not. I used to be a high school English teacher, which I enjoyed quite a bit. Do not miss it. I miss it sometimes, but I don't miss all the baloney that goes along with it. So this gives me the working at a college kind of gives me a little bit more. I don't want to say freedom because there's a ton of stuff I got to get done, but it's not as high stress per se as teaching a high school class with 20 little wonderful children.
You had a hard time holding a straight face during that one.
No, I mean it. I enjoyed it quite a bit, but it had its days. Mike, Corinne, back to you. Anything you guys have been?
No, I don't know. What else? God, we're watching so much shit, but I'm trying to think what.
You've been
What
watching
might-
a lot of RuPaul
Okay,
Drag Race.
I'm obsessed with Drag Race, yes. But I'm not sure that's something that anyone else is going to be like, oh my God, Drag Race. I'm trying to think of something that would stand out. You seem to be very into like sci-fi and fantasy, you two. So I'm trying to think of what. Is there anything,
Or horror based or monster based.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're not really into sci-fi all
No,
that
Mike,
much.
take it away. Yeah, maybe you might have a couple things there. No. No.
I mean, I've been getting back into Star Trek Next Generation. That's been fun. Although it's been a while since I've watched it. It's been a couple weeks. But I like that.
There's no excuse. You should just start. Why are you not watching it now?
Well, I have to watch stuff for this show.
There's always time for Star Trek.
Yeah, no, I said there was always time for Avatar too.
But Star Trek's way better than Avatar. It's been scientifically proven.
I'll stand by that. And I'm not even a Star Trek fan.
Aren't there only like 2 seasons of Star Trek?
No.
No,
There's
the original
too many
one.
seasons.
The original
original
series are three seasons of the original series.
Is that it?
Yeah, I
And,
knew
like-
it was like barely anything.
79 episodes, I think, and 6
Oh my
movies.
God, what a following! Jesus Christ.
I'm more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars fan. I don't know.
As one should be.
But no, I like Next Generation. It just puts me in a good place. I kind of like how mostly positive the show is. Even in some of the darker episodes, there's still kind of a positive meaning to take away from it. I enjoy that. But I don't know. What else have we been watching? It's just I'm drawing a blank because that's all we do is watch TV. And now I'm like, now I can't even remember what the hell we watch.
We love all that stuff that's like everyone loves to sound smart and talk about by acting like, oh, it's such good writing. You know, like we watch all that stuff. I mean, that you say that even if you don't get it, you watch it and you're like, oh, I got it. Yeah.
Tiger King. I'm right there with you. I know that.
Where you watch it and you're like, oh, yeah, I totally understood that. That was very deep and well, like even if you have no idea what the hell was going on, like I feel like that's the shit that we watch, and then we just are posers about whether or not we got it or not.
Well, that's your take.
Well, that's the truth.
I'm not saying that.
God, I used to be so into HBO, and I can't think of the last time I watched something on HBO. Do we watch anything on HBO recently? Oh, well, I mean John Oliver, but I mean like not
Yeah.
scripted.
Game of Thrones, that was the last thing, and then we were really
was that it?
disappointed with that. Yeah.
There's got to be something besides that. I guess AMC is probably the last. AMC and FX are probably the last.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the current season of Better Call Saul was really good.
That was great.
So, and we have no idea when the next season's going to come out because
Yeah.
they don't know when they're going to film that with all that's going on right now.
Yeah. Woof. Well, this was a dud. Anything else? So, this is crazy. So you guys both have daughters who are almost the same age. That's kind of
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have they met?
We only have one. That guy has 2.
We had
Yes,
a pregnancy pact.
Yeah.
Something in the water by you all. Have your daughters met?
Yeah. I mean,
But it was at the time where they don't really know how to interact. I think now they would
yeah.
get crazy along because I legit think that my daughter enjoys daycare more than she enjoys time at home because those kids can keep up with her and we
Mhm.
can't.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah, I mean she just does not stop moving. I'm like, you
So daycare doesn't wear her out?
no, like they certainly do, but on the weekends it's like all on us, and we're like, it's the weekend. We are relaxing. We are not running in circles. As fun as that is sometimes.
Yeah, she'll have other plans for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna sit down? Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, but she's a bundle of fun. Can't complain. I'll move on. Did I mention to you, Nick, that I've been watching or listening to My Dad Wrote a Porno podcast?
Oh yeah, actually,
she listens to
I love
that.
it. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I went maybe 3 or 4 seasons in. Once they started getting onto offshoot books, I kind of dropped off. But isn't that fantastic?
Oh yeah, I loved it so much the moment that like I started listening to it, and I remember it's been around for a while, but I think just in the past 2 or 3 years I started listening to it, and I finished it a while ago. But they just released a Christmas special, and I was really looking forward to that. So I listened to that on Monday.
So what was it, like an extra book that the father wrote? Like, what was the Christmas special?
Yeah, it was just another adventure in oh gosh, I'm on the spot. I forgot what her name
And I'm
is.
trying to think what they do. They sell something. They sell like
Pots and
sales of
pans.
pots and pans or something.
Yeah, steals pots and pans.
Steals pots and pans with
not
women with enormous
Belinda.
breasts.
It's
And
what's the book name? It's My Dad Wrote a Porno, and it's
someone's name, isn't it? A woman's name, maybe?
yeah. Oh my gosh. Apologies.
It's delightful in that, Nick. It's just like the least
Belinda
sexy.
blinked.
Belinda
Belinda blinked. Yes.
Belinda blinked. And
yeah.
this like the least sexy story in the world. I mean, it's like there's
She is
some
a
obvious
sex
things like
fiend.
tits,
Like, is it like,
enormous tits.
is this like a scripted podcast or something, or
Yeah, it's three British people. They basically just go through this one of their dad's porno novel that he wrote, and it's just totally oblivious to like how ridiculous it is. But it's just so hilarious because it is not self-aware in any aspect. He's just like straight up trying to make it like a good novel, but it's just not.
Sounds
And
like
so-
The Room to me.
And it reeks of like clearly what his job was when he worked. Like he clearly was a salesman. Like randomly, there's all this sales stuff in it that's in no way sexy, and it's so awkward. The things that happen in it, and these sexual situations that are incredibly far-fetched.
That are not sexy at all.
No, not even close. They're just gross and
Yeah.
really put upon and laughable. And he wrote it. I mean, it wasn't published or anything. Like he published it himself. It's terrible.
Self-published.
It's not because when I heard My Dad Wrote a Porno, I was thinking like a movie. But no, this is like a book.
Yeah.
It's like a weird book he wrote. And
I thought about buying the book, but I was like, no. What am I gonna do with it? I've already like
imagine
read it
somebody
through audio.
seeing this
So.
in your house and not knowing the context and thinking like,
Right.
Jesus he likes this and it's not even good. Like this isn't even good.
This isn't even hot. What are you doing with
This is
this?
bad sex stuff. Yeah, like it's just the way it's written is very funny, and yeah, having them read it is hilarious, and getting his reactions, like the dad loves that they do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
he's
it's a
retired and this
great
is what he
podcast
does.
if nobody has listened to it before. But they just they were on hiatus for like a year or so, and then they just released a 2-part Christmas special, which was really great. It was fun, and it was reminiscent of their past episodes. So, and I also wanted to mention, I'm very proud of this, but me and Lisa were featured on sorry. Me and the Gorehound and the Graveyard Queen were featured on a podcast a week or two ago. Have I mentioned 6 Foot Plus to you?
no?
Okay. It's one of the few podcasts that I listen to start to finish. I listen to all the episodes and probably multiple, but it's a music podcast where they just play all these variety of music for an hour to an hour and a half. And eventually I got like so into it that I wrote to the host because I was just like, I wanted to say like thank you for doing such a great podcast, and these are like my favorite things, and keep up the good work. And then I asked to be invited to a Discord chat so that I can like just talk with him and like a group of people on a regular basis. And it was just like so cool. And one of the guys' birthdays came up, Monster Matt Patterson. And so I sent in an audio file of me, the Gorehound and Graveyard Queen, saying happy birthday and whatnot. And it was featured.
Oh,
Ah.
nice.
It was so cool. If you guys do want to listen, it's the latest episode and we are featured at I think 32 or 22 minutes. So yeah.
Did you say the name of the podcast again? I think I missed that.
Yeah, it's 6 Foot Plus.
6 Foot Plus, and it's a music podcast?
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
Send
yeah.
me the link to the episode you're in, and I'll put it in the show notes.
Oh yeah, that'll be great.
Did you plug our show? Like, this is the Gorehound from the All New Culture Cast, wishing you a happy birthday.
No. No, I certainly
Well, at least
will.
you're honest about it. You could have totally played it off like, oh yeah, I did.
Oh no, I am just so proud because this podcast is like one of my top favorite podcasts, and I listen to an unhealthy amount of podcasts, and being featured on this one just like made me feel like a lot less lonely.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
I'll
we used
send
to
that
listen.
link.
We used to listen to a lot of podcasts, and then we haven't been traveling a whole lot.
Yeah, I used
so-
to. It was something I did on my commute. You
Yeah.
know, like on the train downtown or when I was driving, and I really miss it. I used to love podcasts. We liked Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. That one he
Yeah.
did. That
That's a
was
good one.
Great podcast. I'm
Yeah,
obsessed
there was
with
a
that.
recent one that I really liked. It wasn't Rashida Jones. It was somebody else. But yeah, that's a pretty good one. The girl likes that one a lot.
And of course, How Did This Get Made? That's another one of our
Oh,
favorites.
I love How This Get Made. Yeah, they rip on movies. I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of
Me and Nick actually saw the what was the history one?
Oh,
You didn't learn this in a history class.
something like that.
It's a spin-off of things you should know. Things you missed in history class.
Is that the one where you took the photo with the person?
Yeah. But I stopped listening to it. That network puts out like a lot of ads on their podcast, and it just really got to be aggravating.
Oh, that reminds me. Ritz crackers. They're delicious. If you want to get some Ritz crackers, get them at your nearby grocery store.
Yeah. Our little ghoul loves them.
I love them. Nom, 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 nom.
But yeah, we really like How Did This Get Made? In fact, we went to a live taping of it, and you were in the podcast for a little bit, which was
Oh
fun.
yeah, you can.
Yes.
They allow if they have these options where people in the audience can like sing a little thing of something, and of course me and a couple of my other singer friends who were obsessed with How Did This Get Made did a little song that was supposed to be about the reviews, because then they read 5-star reviews of this terrible movie and just laugh at these people who on Amazon were like, great movie, loved it.
Yeah, and they're like sincere in their reviews
Yeah.
about it.
It's just a great section of it. I'm a big fan of How Did This Get Made? No, we just said
We
that.
just said that.
Jesus.
Cut.
You must remember this. I don't know if
We're in a Mobius strip.
You must remember this as classic Hollywood, like stories about Hollywood movies from like the 20th century, and then stories about any Hollywood scandals, which is really fascinating. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's very,
That
very
sounds
good.
like something Jen would listen to a lot.
It's the girlfriend, unless they got married, but what's his name? Ryan somebody who directs one of the Star Wars movies. Like, her name is Corinne Longworth. She does the podcast. Her boyfriend is Ryan.
Seacrest.
Definitely not that. Ryan Johnson?
Oh, Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson.
Oh yeah, and he
So he's on it sometimes.
he also directed a couple Breaking Bad episodes. In fact, he directed one of our favorite Breaking Bad episodes too,
Oh, wow.
Ozymandias. So,
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
I'm immediately a fan of his.
I think that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, he had and so sometimes he's on the show and does voices and stuff. It's yes, that is him. And anyway, his girlfriend Corinne Longworth is fascinating, and she's a great movie historian, and I adore this podcast. It's super popular and very interesting, and I just love that old Hollywood. I don't know, the gossip and the scandals and just the stories about like the back before the I forget what they call it. The
You love the old timey stuff.
I love the old timey stuff. Yes, and back when they called it pre-code era. If you're familiar with that, the movies before they had the sort of rules of
before the ratings,
and before things were not allowed, and I don't know. I find it all very fascinating. It's one of my favorite things. At some point I want to do a vacation and just do like old timey Hollywood stuff. I would love it. That's I am obsessed with that sort of stuff. Love it. The golden age, if you will. Back when they had the contract players, when you would work for like Paramount or something, and then you'd get like a weekly stipend, but they could have you doing like 1 million movies, or you could be doing no movies. Like I don't know. I find it very fascinating how that used to work back in Hollywood.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't mean that to come off as sarcastic.
No, that's okay.
I don't know how to do a segue here.
No, this is your second show. You get used to this. This happens quite a bit with us.
Sometimes you throw something out and it just falls, and that's fine.
No, there's
not
just
everybody's
always...
thing. No, I get it. Like not everyone is into the.
Trust me, I have beat you in the silence department with my tangent,
okay.
and don't worry.
That's why we need Jen here, because Jen does like that kind of stuff, and we need that diversity.
See, this is why we need to break you in for more episodes, because you're too self-aware and too self-conscious.
I am way too self-conscious.
We need to break you in a little more.
I need to be used to this is good. Fuck you if you don't like it. Whatever. Bam.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what I do. If you don't like it, suck it.
Exactly.
I'll get to that point.
Yeah. You should have seen the Gorehound during the Kevin Smith month. There was a bit of silence.
Wait, are you saying that's a good? Was it good, Kevin Smith month?
Well, it was the Gorehound's birthday month, and he got to choose whatever he wanted, and he decided to do a Kevin Smith theme.
Yeah.
And it was a roll of the dice, because we did like early Kevin Smith, where there was actually promise and possibility of a quality career, and then we did like modern Kevin Smith, where all that promise was like thrown out the window.
And he just lists the same 10 stories over and over
on his podcast.
Yeah.
Just a million blowjob and Star Wars monologues over and over again.
Yeah. I've steered away from Kevin Smith over the past year or so.
I don't even think I've seen anything
I can't think of the last
recent of his.
Kevin Smith thing I've seen. I feel like I see him featured as like an interviewer on things, but like I can't think of anything that he's produced that I have.
I think I tried to watch The Red State and I stopped it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I actually own that, and I've been going back through my collection to like watch all my old horror movies, and it does stand out because not a Kevin Smith movie, and that's why it's so good. It's just like
it
a
definitely
regular
does not
horror movie.
Feel or look like a Kevin Smith movie. I will say that,
and that's why it's good. Unlike Tusk, which is a Kevin Smith movie.
I haven't seen that one. I have heard things of it though. I know he did tell a funny story about Johnny Depp being in it and purposely having a nose that looks like a penis, and it was actually Johnny Depp's idea that he wanted the camera zoomed in on it.
Yep.
I have a funny Kevin Smith story, which I've said before on the podcast, but I'm going to say it again.
Hey, that's typical Kevin Smith fashion, is repeating stories. So
it didn't even happen to me. It happened to a buddy of mine, my buddy Zach, who I used to podcast with years ago, and he's gone off to other pastures. But years ago, like early 2000s, Zach was at a convention, Wizard World, which is a Chicago area comic book entertainment convention. And Kevin Smith was a guest that year. And my buddy was outside the convention center just kind of walking someplace. And he saw a guy dressed up as Silent Bob. And he was going to go up to him and say, "Hey, that's a great Silent Bob costume you got there." And he was walking up. Before he could say anything, the guy looked at him. He's like, "Listen, man, I just want a second just to smoke my cigarette and just to veg out for a second." And that's when Zach realized, that's not a cosplayer. That's actually Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
So like, oh, okay. I'll just need to bother you.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that was good.
Fun story there.
But I'm actually gonna have to bail. I got to get back to the girl.
Why?
So.
Yeah, you should hop on.
We could now that I've got this new setup going, but no, I got to give her a little bit of attention. So because we only get between 7 and 10 every night to ourselves. So
But don't you like work from home all the time?
yeah, but we're good employees. We stay focused.
No, you're watching YouTube videos. I know you. You're scanning for like Kevin Smith clips. You're just watching that all day. You're like, all right, I'm gonna find some Michael Myers clips and everything.
Hell, that's what I do.
But I'll leave.
Working.
I'll leave with one last thing I've been watching is a TV series called Slasher on Netflix. Have you heard of it?
Mm-mm.
I
Can't say I have.
it was just like some random thing that just popped up that it turned out to be real solid. It's 3 seasons of just like different. It's basically like a horror movie in a season, and it's weird because they're essentially just like slashers, people getting killed off, like person or two in every episode, and it's kind of made me evaluate like what's good about a slasher, and like a slasher is like an hour and a half of 4 or 5 teens getting killed off in an hour and a half, and this is kind of like they draw it out between essentially 8 hours of a regular TV series, and you're supposed to get connected with all these people, but you still have to kill off one person or so every episode, and so it doesn't really work. But at the same time, like they keep up that level of like gore and horrorness in it to keep me entertained. And frankly, I haven't really watched anything else that good.
Cool.
So,
I'll have to keep that one in mind.
yeah, I'm on.
Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix,
Cool.
and I just started the 3rd season, and I'm like, it makes me pretty happy.
That actually sounds like something I would like.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, sometimes you just want a slasher, and like you don't want like something like Saw or like too comedic. You're just like, I just want to see like a good, 4 or 5 teens getting slashed in the forest. What's wrong?
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Does Busta Rhymes show up in this one?
No, he doesn't.
That's what I want to know.
No, but there are a few other good. Actually, I don't think that there are any comedic relief characters.
Sorry, Nick had me watch one of the Halloween movies with Busta Rhymes in it, and now I'm completely obsessed with Busta Rhymes in that.
Resurrection, was it?
Yeah, I think
yes,
so.
it was.
Solid. So, all right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna sign off. So,
Alrighty.
good podcast. I'll talk to you guys soon.
So, but as we wrap up here, only last thing I would say, the only thing I've been watching a lot of lately has been I've been getting back into within the past year or so Saturday Night Live. I used to watch it a lot when I was younger, and then over the past couple of years I started watching it more and more, usually on the YouTube clips, but then my wife and I started actually watching it more and more live. I don't know if you're an SNL watcher at all, but I
Corinne
feel
is.
like
Yeah.
I feel like the last this cast has just been killing it the last few years.
I feel like they've really solidified with like 80 Bryant's and some of these other people, like the fact that Kenan Thompson's still on. Like I'm glad he's still
I love
there.
Kenan
I hope he
Thompson.
doesn't leave. I know
Yeah.
it's I do think they've hit a really good solid note. And of course, anytime there's an election year, it's always gold.
Yeah.
That show.
The Jim Carrey Biden impression.
The
was
first,
okay with
I
it.
like the first one. I
I
like
liked
the
it,
first
yeah.
one. Then after that, it kind of, I don't know if they knew where to go after that. The first one I really liked, though.
I mean, they couldn't have gone too far off. I mean, everyone loves Alec Baldwin as Trump. I think it's brilliant, and that's fantastic. I'm so glad they had that.
Right.
I think it's just really, really solid. They could have done anything with Biden, and people would have been happy, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they wanted to get an out because Jim Carrey's not on anymore. They have a cast member playing Biden now.
Yeah.
I think it's Alex Moffat, I want to say, is doing
I
Biden.
think so. Yeah, I
he's
haven't
good.
seen it
That's
yet.
fun. Was the weird digital shorts that like him and shit. I get so mad that I can't think of the guy's name. He's got a really low like present voice. He always plays Pence. Like Pence, you know what I'm talking about?
I know I don't know his name, but I know
I
who
can't think
you're
of his
talking
name, but
about.
like they'll do these digital shorts
Is it
that are supposed to be these really awkward 90s sitcoms.
Okay, so we're talking about a couple different people.
Okay.
I think you're referring to Beck Bennett and Kyle.
Yes, Beck Bennett.
Mooney.
And that's not Alex Moffat that I'm thinking of? Beck Bennett.
no, Kyle Mooney. He has
Kyle
like long,
Mooney.
kind of scraggly hair.
Yes, never mind. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you
I
said
love their stuff.
that stuff
Yeah.
is so funny. Those weird things they do where it's supposed to be like, I don't know, some old sitcom or something, that
Yeah.
those digital shorts. Those
Where
are
they,
so good.
I love the cutaways where it's like a different like location each time.
It's all supposed to look like Full House or something, really cheaply and shittily made.
I
Uh,
can see why they don't air that in the show proper because that's a very, very specific type of comedy
I really
that
like that.
it's almost anti-comedy that the joke is that there is no joke.
Yeah, and just the really bad acting, the fact that they're
Yeah.
so good at acting like terrible actors. Oh God, it's so good though. I really, really love those. Those are brilliant.
Yeah, I think because
Okay,
they're
I'm
doing
looking
the
up Alex
SNL.
Moffat, and yeah, I see who that is now. Never mind. I recognize it, but no, that's totally not who I was thinking of. You're right.
Since they started doing the digital at home at the end of last season, I think Moffat and not Moffat, Kyle Mooney and Bennett have really shined because they're able to get away with doing their more weird for the sake of weird bits.
I'm really excited to hear this. I don't think I've realized that they had ones that are not on the show. Like I've been talking about the stuff that I've seen on the show.
Well,
I gotta watch
here's
this.
what they do is they put it on YouTube and it'd be like cut for time, and so they'll put like their bits on YouTube. So like the thing you're talking about, like where they do like they poke fun at the 90s, the 80s and 90s sitcoms.
So, yeah.
Maybe one or two have actually made the show, but most of them go straight to YouTube. And it'll be like cut for time, cut for time. And you ever read the comments on it? It's always like, well, it's not a Beck and Mooney skit if it doesn't get cut for time. But it's yeah. I especially love and I highly recommend tracking it down. They had a reoccurring skit, a pre-taped skit of a relationship between uh oh my god, why am I blanking on his name when I was the one who just told you it?
Alex Moffat?
No. Kyle Mooney, where he and Leslie Jones were in a relationship, and each skit had like a different aspect of their relationship. Like one is Beck Bennett's feeling jealous of their relationship, and so he plots with Colin Jost to break the two of them up, and it pretty much ends in everyone just punching Kyle Jost in the face. It's so absurd. There's
Colin
another one.
Jost is the most punchable face on the planet. Who doesn't want to beat the shit out of Colin Jost?
I mean, I think he and Michael Che are dynamite on the Weekend Update, but
Yeah, I enjoy
he
those.
kind of has a punchable face.
He has such a punchable face. I love when he goes neck to neck with the other guy who's also from Long Island, but like they're totally
Pete Davidson's.
Yes.
Pete Davidson, where Pete Davidson's like the shame of Long Island. and everybody loves, just absolutely adores everything that Colin Jost does. Like he's married to Scarlett Johansson and he went to Harvard or some shit. Like everything about him's just so like obnoxiously perfect. And Pete Davidson's such a like piece of crap. Like, but they're so funny when they're together and they talk about it. Oh God, I love those ones.
There's another Kyle Mooney bit where he gets jealous of Pete Davidson. This was shortly after Pete Davidson hit the mainstream when he was dating what's-her-face a couple of years back.
Oh, Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kyle Mooney tries to recreate himself as Pete Davidson. And it's just so absurd, his stuff. I love it so much.
We're gonna have to look up some of these.
Yeah, these sound really good.
Also look up the one where he wants to rap battle Kanye West. It's great. Everyone's telling him, no, this is a bad idea. He's like, no, I could do it. I think I could do it.
That sounds amazing.
But yes, the SNL I think has been really killing it. I've always been a big fan of Weekend Update, and I really love Che and Jost on there doing their Weekend Update segments. So, yeah, highly recommend. Thumbs up.
Very cool.
That does sound really good.
So,
I love their last thing. A lot of my friends were sharing the ones about the Christmas morning video with the mom. Everyone gets all this shit, and the mom just has a robe that was on sale that somebody buys her. That's her only present, which I would love because I, of course, got myself a robe for Christmas. And I had like 5 other mom friends who were all like, I have a robe, so yeah, I got a robe. Like, it's so true. Like, nobody puts any thought into the mom's gift, but she puts all this work into everyone else's gifts and all the cool shit they have.
Once
Oh,
again,
God, was that good.
a Beck and Mooney's written skit.
Very cool. We're gonna have to look up some of these.
Yeah, these sound really good.
So yeah, they're great, and that mom's bit was great. Chloe Fineman, who's another one who I absolutely love. She's a secret weapon on that show for the last year or so with her impressions and everything. It's a great cast. It's a fantastic.
This is ring a bell. Is Feynman?
Chloe Fineman. She's relatively newer on the show. She's still like a featured player, but I mean, she's going to be. I see her being like a huge breakout star on that show if they continue to utilize her talent.
Huh.
I'm surprised she wasn't up to featured to main player yet, but maybe there just wasn't room in the budget to do that yet. But like her she did an impression of Carol Baskin last year that was just pitch perfect. But yeah, so another one to look up and recommend. So yeah, so I think unless you guys have anything else, I think that'll be about do it.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
No, I think we're good.
So all right, well, thanks for joining me, guys. It was fun.
Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Yeah, like the last show of the year, huh?
Last show of the year, yes. Do you have any New Year's resolutions that you're planning on?
Survive 2021. That's my resolution.
It's been years since I've made one. I think the last couple ones I tried were always, I gave up on the health and diet shit because that never lasts. But I think the last one I tried, every now and again, I'll do a let's swear less, and it doesn't last.
That's not mine.
That's my biggest one. Try swearing less, and then it doesn't go anywhere.
I gave up soda last year, and I've not had a drop of it since. So
Oh wow, good for
Wow. So
not
you're
that I was a
solid.
heavy soda drinker to begin with, but I felt that hi, kitty cat.
you.
Yeah, he's got to make an appearance.
Yep.
That's what we should have mentioned. What We Do in the Shadows. He's named after one of the characters from that. That's a show we love.
That's by was it Takahiti Waha? I don't know how to say his name. He did Thor Ragnarok and JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the movie and then.
Waikiki, like something Waitiki or something.
Yeah, that guy. So
Did you see Jojo Rabbit? He did that. It was brilliant.
yes, he did. I did not see that. I
Fantastic.
want to see that.
I
I
still
don't
need to
get
see
to go
that.
to the movies as much.
He's amazing. He was Hitler, but he was
Right.
hilarious. Like so well done. Really good movie. I love him. I celebrate his whole catalog.
All right, so I guess that'll do it. So have a good New Year's, you too.
You
And
too.
we'll see you in the next year. I guess with Wonder Woman. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know if you guys are going to join us for that. If not, that's cool.
Whatever
too.
something after that probably we'll join in for. But
Alright.
I'm excited to hear that one.
Laszlo wants to be on that one, I think. He's stepping up to the mic right now.
Yep.
Meow 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 meow. Start singing the meow mix song.
He's Morris.
Everyone have a good one. Thanks for listening to us, and we will catch you next time. You've been listening to the all-new CultureCast. We try to post new episodes every Monday evenings 3 to 4 times a month. Check out our backlog. We could be found at allnewculturecast.libsyn.com. You can also find us on Apple iTunes and wherever else podcasts can be downloaded and listened to. This has been the all-new CultureCast, a Saltwater production. Original material copyright 2020. Thanks for listening.
Remember when he did that thing? That was awesome.